Welcome back to No Filter Dose. In tonight's video, we've got a married woman trying to figure out how to talk to women in her circle about relationships. She sees what works in her own life, but struggles to get through to them. When Kevin steps in, he keeps it simple and pushes her to ask the real question and stop holding back the truth. Watch it all the way through, hit like, subscribe, and don't forget to check out Kevin's original channel. That's how we keep his message spreading and his legacy alive.
What do you got for me?
I just wanted to ask how as a woman who's married, who really agrees and hears everything that you're saying and can see it like working in my life, how do I have those conversations with some of the women in my life? Not necessarily friends, but because I don't have those kinds of friends, but just family members, people that I want to be close with them, but I want them to see them happy, see them actually be in successful relationships and have just healthy relationships in general with men. How do I have that conversation so that I can be in fellowship with them and not feel like it's us and it's them? Does that make sense?
How do you have conversations with your girlfriends?
It's not girlfriends, like family members, like let's cousins.
Well, before I can say that, is it like a mother or is it
a peer? It's a peer, same age.
Okay. How old are we talking about?
I'm 27, so 27.
27. Well, how do you normally start conversations? How do you normally start tough conversations with her?
I think so. For me, I have conversations that start with my experience. But I know that sometimes that turns people off because it makes it seem like, it's a one-off, which isn't the truth. It's bigger than just me as an individual. It's clearly, as your platform has grown, it's a movement. It's something that is important.
Right, but like if you wanted to have a tough conversation with your friend, how would you normally start that?
Just kind of asking her if she sees something that I see. So I was like, hey, so I noticed that you talked to, our male friend, let's say Chad, in a very demeaning kind of way. Do you notice that? Do you know that that's happening? Is there something that you're aware of? So more so asking if they're aware of how they're acting. And a lot of the times it's kind of automatically defensive. Like, well, I was acting that way because of, A, B, C, D, whatever. And we never get to the root of, I guess.
Well, have you ever asked them? Well, one thing I would say is, you got to ask people what they want. That's one thing I would say. Because if your friend did something to Tyrone, she's going to, if you question her about it, she's going to be defensive.
Yeah.
So I would ask, first off, you got to start with what people want. What does she want? Does she want a relationship, or do you think she cares about what you care about?
I say yes. I think that maybe on surface level, she may be kind of acting like she doesn't, but I can tell envy. I can tell, you make little slick comments like, oh, well, there's only, like, my husband, he's a one-off person. No, that's not true. There are men out there that want quality women, and you just aren't meeting that mark. So I say that, yes, she does want someone in her life.
Okay, so you're married.
Yes.
She's not.
No, exactly.
So I have asked the conversation. Does she want to be married?
I haven't asked her straight out, but based on,
why not?
I don't know.
Well, then you can't have a conversation.
Okay.
Because the thing is, you ladies want to beat around the bush. You can't beat around the bush with this.
Yeah.
Does she want to be married? You don't know. So if she doesn't want to be married, then maybe she doesn't care how she treats people. But
yeah,
why don't you ask her that?
I just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Why the fuck do y'all care about it? I mean, okay, you don't want to hurt her feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, but she hurts people's feelings.
Right.
Okay.
That's true.
Why are y'all so? I mean, this is one thing. Men get so angry with y'all because you will have women that are just rude. Is that you beeping over there?
Yeah. Monitor.
Okay. Why is she so? I mean, why is she your friend? Did you go to college together?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I went to college together.
Yes.
One of the big reasons I'm telling you, one of you ladies got to realize that a lot of your friends really aren't your friends.
Yeah.
I tell my lady friend this all the time. The women y'all grew up with is one thing, but most of your friends are people y'all met in college and y'all bonded because of schoolwork, but you got nothing in common.
Yeah.
Does your husband like her?
Yes. I think more of like a
Come on
wounded
now.
puppy kind of like if you
Does he like her or does he just tolerate her?
I'll say tolerate.
Okay. Is she your best friend?
No.
Okay. Do your other friends like her?
Yes.
Are your other female friends married?
Yes.
Is she your only single girlfriend?
Yes. The last one.
Then she needs to go.
Oh. Okay.
I'm serious. I mean, do you have children?
Yes. 2.
And you got a husband? And
Yeah.
you got married girlfriends?
Yes.
Why you got a drug addict around? And y'all are all
Oh.
sober?
I don't know, Mr. Samuels.
See, you can't help somebody get what you want if they don't want what you want. If
Right.
you were a former alcoholic or addict and you're living a sober and clean life and you don't know if this person wants to live that, why are you forcing it on her? She's a grown
Right.
person. She can act that way. I mean, it's not for you to save her.
Right.
And if she's acting poorly, I would, you have to tell your friend she's behaving badly. But you don't. I mean, y'all don't want to hurt each other's feelings. I get it, but I mean that would be my suggestion. But I know many women don't like that. Like, I feel bad for her.
Yeah, and I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Do you feel like that she doesn't really know what she does?
I think initially I would say that, but I think at this point it's more so if you do something so many times. I mean, there's only so many times you can say, I don't know that I'm doing it. So
All right. I think you know that your friend. All right. I would bet if you guys got all the husbands together, all the husbands would probably say we don't like her.
okay.
Because I mean, do y'all your married friends live in the same city?
No.
Does she live in the same city with you?
No.
Where? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well-
about an hour away. So
Well, my point is, she hasn't learned how to act any better. You focus your attention on your husband and your family, and and if she asks you for help, but you got to ask one thing. Hey, girl, because how long you been married?
3 years.
And you don't know if she want to be married yet?
I mean,
How long have you known her?
7
Was
years.
she a bridesmaid?
No. No, she didn't. She ain't make the cut.
She didn't make the cut?
No.
She wasn't asked to be a bridesmaid?
No.
Okay. Was she at the wedding?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got to kind of,
And I did have not so much a question, but a comment because I caught your live I think it was Instagram Live a few weeks ago, which I very rarely catch, but
Mm-hmm.
about BMI and body weight, and
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed the way you spoke about it in terms of health and the fact that, men don't want women that are overweight, because I don't think that women realize this, is that when you have children, it's already a risk to have a child, just in general. But when
Mm-hmm.
you're overweight and you have children, that adds to that risk. And that's something that I learned really early on. But it made the difference in the ability for me to have multiple children. So
What's
I just
that?
wanted to comment and say I really enjoyed that topic, and even you speaking about it today. For others, it may seem harsh or uncomfortable of a conversation, but it's necessary in our
Right.
community.
I appreciate it. Okay, well, have a good night.
You too. Have a
You
good one.
know, you got to find out what she wants though first.
Okay.
Esquire, okay, I'm gonna just tell you right now in the chat room. If you're being timed out by the moderators, check the way you speak. Just because you're a member of the channel does not give you license to say whatever you want to. The moderators are timing you out. There's a reason, and I'm more likely to just block you. So I'm just say it right now. Check how you're speaking. Hello, hello, Star. How are you?
Oh, hi, Mr. Samuels.
How are you? I can barely hear you. Hello, how are you? Oh, you kind of went out. You kind of went out there. I can't hear you. See, one thing that I would say that you ladies are so afraid to hurt each other's feelings. Um, and here's a problem that men have with women who are afraid to hurt each other's feelings. You guys are the last line of defense, okay? You guys are the last line of defense. Women, like your friend, ma'am, don't have any respect for men. So she's not under the agreement with any man. And it has long been said by men that in order for this to get fixed, women got to start checking women. But y'all are too afraid to hurt each other's feelings. But here's the funny thing. Your friends aren't afraid of hurting y'all's feelings. I tell my lady friend, I'm like, look, your girlfriends, I've had to say this to many women I've dealt with. Your girlfriends are likely around until they get a serious relationship. When they get a serious relationship, they peace out. They're gonna drop peace out. That's the truth, man. You guys gotta check your lady friends, because the only way they're going to get better is to hear it from you guys. Women care about the good opinions of others in the group.
The video ends here. So here is how the call played out. A 27-year-old married woman calls in asking how to talk to women in her circle who struggle with relationships. She says she agrees with Kevin's message and sees it working in her own life, but when she tries to bring it up to others, they get defensive or brush it off. Kevin starts by asking a simple question. What do those women actually want? She realizes she hasn't even asked that directly. As the call goes on, Kevin points out that many women avoid being honest because they don't want to hurt feelings. He challenges that, saying women should be checking each other instead of protecting bad behavior. The conversation shifts when he questions why she keeps a friend around who doesn't align with her life. He even suggests that her husband likely only tolerates that friend. The key moment comes when Kevin tells her she can't force someone to change if they don't want the same outcome. He advises her to focus on her husband and family and only speak when asked. The call ends with a broader point. Women have to hold each other accountable or nothing changes. What this call really exposes is how some women don't check other problematic women the way it should be done. all because they don't want to hurt feelings. That protection ends up doing more damage than good. Men can't fix certain behaviors because there's no agreement or respect there. So the only people who can address it are other women. Even when they try, like the caller, it comes out soft, indirect, and easy to ignore. The message never hits with force because it's not firm, and that's where the cycle keeps going. Married women have to be careful with their circle. Keeping women around who move differently can slowly affect how you think, what you accept, and how you see your own relationship. A lot of women stay loyal to friendships that no longer match their life, and that creates problems over time. Fellas, always be aware of your girl's environment, whether you're married or not, because toxic women have a way of influencing over time, and that energy spreads. Your girl can be solid right now, peaceful, respectful, on point, but if she stays around women who move reckless, who avoid truth, who live in chaos, it's only a matter of time before that starts to affect how she thinks and moves. A bad circle can turn a good woman the wrong way over time. Ladies, stop protecting bad behavior in the name of friendship. You're not helping her, you're helping her stay the same. If she says she wants a man, a family, a real relationship, then her actions have to match that. And it's on you to say it straight. Y'all will watch each other move wrong and stay quiet just to keep the peace. Meanwhile, the same outcomes keep showing up. At some point, somebody has to be the one to say, "This is you, fix it." You can't keep women around who move opposite to your life and expect it to have no effect. Loyalty to your friends should never come before the truth they need to hear. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and make sure you check out Kevin's original channel. That's how we keep his message spreading and his legacy alive.